Good morning, students. Today I will discuss the first topic of your integrated circuit, Unit 1. This is the introduction of operational amplifier. So, let's start. What is operational amplifier? An operational amplifier or op-amp is a DC coupled high gain electronic voltage amplifier. Direct coupled high gain amplifier usually consisting of one or more differential amplifier, and it is designed for computing mathematical functions such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, integration and differentiation, etc. So this is the basic introduction of operational amplifier. This is the IC diagram of operational amplifier. It is a 8-pin IC. This is a 741. IC name is 741. This is the block diagram of operational amplifier. In the block diagram there are 4 blocks or 4 stages. First stage input stage, second is intermediate stage, third is level shifting circuit, and fourth is output stage. There are 2 types of input in operational amplifier: non-inverting input and inverting input. So this is the block diagram of operational amplifier. So student, this is the input stage. The input stage is a dual input balanced output differential amplifier. This stage provides most of the voltage gain of operational amplifier and also establishes the input resistance of the operational amplifier. So this is the input stage. Now second stage is intermediate stage. The intermediate stage of operational amplifier is another differential amplifier which is driven by the output of the first stage, and this is usually dual input unbalanced output. So this is the intermediate stage. Now third stage is level shifting stage. Because direct coupling is used, so the DC voltage level at the output of the intermediate stage is well above ground potential. Therefore level shifting circuit is used to shift the DC level at the downward to 0 with respect to ground. So this is the level shifting stage. And fourth is output stage. So the output stage is generally a push pull complementary amplifier, and the output stage increases the output voltage swing and raises the current supplying capability of the operational amplifier, and it also provides low output resistance. So these are the 4 stages of the operational amplifier. So this is the internal circuit diagram of operational amplifier. This is the input stage, this is the intermediate stage, this is the level shifting stage, and this is the output stage. So these are the 4 stages, and this is the 2 input. One is non-inverting input and second is inverting input. So this is the internal circuit diagram of operational amplifier. This is plus VCC and this is minus VEE. This is output. So this is the internal circuit diagram of operational amplifier. So what is the application of operational amplifier? A sensor signals are often too weak or too noisy. So operational amplifier increases the weak signal amplitude and reduces its noise without affecting its other property. This is the block diagram. This is a transducer. This is a signal processor where one operational amplifier and another analog to digital converter are used, and this is the HC11, this is the recorder. So this is the one application of operational amplifier. This is the symbol of operational amplifier. This is the plus V, plus power supply. This is minus V or negative power supply. This is output. This is ground. This is inverting input, and this is non-inverting input. This is the detailed schematic diagram, and this is the simplified schematic diagram. So these are the symbol of operational amplifier. This is the equivalent circuit of operational amplifier. This is V1 and V2 are two input voltages, where Ri is the input impedance of operational amplifier, and AD/VD is an equivalent voltage source, and R0 is the equivalent impedance looking back into the terminal of an operational amplifier. So this is the equivalent circuit of operational amplifier. This is the V1, this is the V2, and the difference between voltage is VD, and this is AVD, this is R0, and this is V0. So in the operational amplifier, VO equal to A V1 minus V2 equal to A VD. So this equation indicates that the output voltage V0 is directly proportional to the algebraic difference between two input voltages. In other words, operational amplifier amplifies the difference between the two input voltages, and it does not amplify the input voltages themselves. So the polarity of the output voltage depend on the polarity of difference voltages VD. So this is the equation, VO equal to AD VD. So this is the detailed equivalent circuit. This is the inverting input, this is non-inverting input, this is plus VCC, this is minus VCC, and this is output. So this is the input or differential stage, this is gain stage, and this is output stage. So this is the detailed equivalent circuit of operational amplifier. This is the pin diagram of IC 741. The IC 741 is 8 pin dual inline IC. So here pin number 1 is offset null, pin number 2 is inverting input, pin number 3 is non-inverting input, pin number 4 is minus VCC, pin number 8 is not connected, pin number 7 is plus VCC, pin number 6 is output, and pin number 5 is offset null. So there are mainly 5 pins are used. One is pin number 2, which is inverting input. Third number pin is non-inverting input. 4 number pin is minus VCC. Now 7 number pin is plus VCC, and pin number 6 is output. So what are the applications of IC 741? It is used in audio amplifier, it is used in instrumentation amplifier, it is used in power amplifier, and it is also used in analog computers. And this is the pin diagram of IC 741. This is the 8-pin IC, and detailed description of all the pins you have already learned in previous slide. So let us see the ideal operational amplifier characteristic. First, it has infinite voltage gain. Second, it has infinite input impedance. Third, it has zero output impedance. Next, it has infinite CMRR. Its bandwidth is infinite. Its slew rate is infinite, and zero output voltage when the input voltage is 0. So these are the properties of ideal operational amplifier, and these are the properties of practical operational amplifier. Now let us see the parameters of operational amplifier. First parameter is offset voltage. So what is offset voltage? A small voltage applied to the input terminal to make the output voltage as 0 when the two input terminal are grounded is called a input offset voltage, and it is 2 millivolt for IC 741. Next is input offset current. So the difference between the bias current at the input terminal of operational amplifier is called input bias or input offset current. So input offset current IO equal to IB1 minus IB2. So it is 200 nano ampere for IC 741. So let us see the input bias current. So the input bias current IB is the average value of bias current entering into terminals of an operational amplifier. It is 700 nano ampere for IC 741. Now input resistance Ri. What is input resistance? It is the equivalent resistance that can be measured at either the inverting or non-inverting terminal with the other ground with the other terminal is grounded, and it is 2 mega ohm for IC 741. Now let us see the output resistance R naught. So it is the equivalent resistance that can be measured output terminal and the ground terminal. So it is 75 ohm for 741 IC. Next is voltage gain. So voltage gain equal to output voltage upon differential input voltage. This is the voltage gain. So the value is approx 2 lakh for IC 741. Now is common mode rejection ratio CMRR. So it is defined as the ratio of differential voltage gain AD and common mode voltage gain ACM. So CMRR equal to AD by ACM, and it is 20 dB for IC 741. Next is supply voltage rejection ratio SVRR. It is defined as the ratio of change in input offset voltage to the corresponding change in supply voltage, and so SVRR equal to delta V I naught by delta V equal to 150 microvolt per volt for IC 741. Now next parameter is slew rate. What is slew rate? It is defined as maximum rate of change of output voltage. So slew rate equal to delta V naught divided by delta T, where time is in microsecond, and it is 0.5 volt per microsecond for IC 741. So student, this is the frequency response of IC 741. This is the graph between open loop voltage gain in dB versus frequency. So this is the frequency response of IC 74 of IC 741 or operational amplifier. This is the frequency response of operational amplifier. So these are the some characteristic of frequency response. First, gain is large at very low frequencies. Second is gain is constant over few frequencies until 10 Hz. Next, gain after the frequency gain falls until it reaches the unity at 1 megahertz, and the unity gain frequency or F unity is the frequency at which the gain is unity. So these are the some characteristic of the frequency response. So students, this is the main characteristic of operational amplifier, when we want the open loop gain is infinite, it is possible when V2 equal to V1. So this is known as concept of virtual short. And next, we also want the input resistance to be equal to infinite. So this is the two main characteristic of operational amplifier. One is concept of virtual short, means V2 equal to V1, which is only possible in ideal operational amplifier, and input impedance is infinite. So students, there are mainly two types of configuration in operational amplifier. One is inverting configuration. This is the diagram of inverting configuration, where input is applied at inverting terminal. So in the inverting terminal, the gain or VO by V in equal to VO by Vi equal to minus R2 by R1. This here VO by Vi equal to minus R2 by R1. So this is the gain for inverting terminal. Now let us see the gain for non-inverting terminal. So this is the circuit diagram of non-inverting terminal, where input voltage is applied at non-inverting terminal. So in non-inverting terminal, the gain is VO by V in equal to 1 plus R2 by R1. VO by V in VO by V in equal to 1 plus R2 by R1. So this is the gain of non-inverting terminal, and this is the derivation. This is the input output waveform of non-inverting amplifier. This is the input output waveform of inverting amplifier. This is the input output waveform of inverting amplifier. Here output is amplified, but the phase shift is 180 degree. So this is the input output waveform of inverting amplifier. Now students, this is the input output waveform of non-inverting amplifier. This is the non-inverting amplifier. In the non-inverting amplifier, output is amplified, but here the phase shift is 0 degree. So this is the input output waveform of non-inverting amplifier, and this is the input output waveform of inverting amplifier. This is the input output waveform of inverting amplifier. Here phase shift of 180 degree is present between input and output. Now student, this is the one application of operational amplifier, which is comparator. So it is the open loop characteristic of operational amplifier. Here no feedback are connected. So one voltage is V in, other voltage is V reference, and output is V out. So a comparator is a circuit used to compare two input signal and produces a high or low output depending on the difference of the input. Next, when V in is compared with a known voltage is called reference voltage. Next, the voltage at which comparator changes from one level to another is called the crossover or threshold voltage. So this is the basic introduction of the comparator. So a comparator is the circuit used to compare two input signals and produces a high or low output depending on the difference of the inputs. Next, V in is compared when the known voltage is called reference voltage, which is known as V reference, and the voltage at which a comparator changes from one level to another is called the crossover or threshold voltage. So students, in this video we have discussed about all the basic concepts of operational amplifier. This is the block diagram. This is the internal circuit diagram. This is the equivalent circuit. This is the detailed equivalent circuit. And we have also discussed the inverting configuration, non-inverting configuration, and non-inverting configuration and comparator circuit. So students, this video is completed and your unit 4 is also completed. So in the next video I will discuss the next topic of your syllabus. So thank you and take care.